Last year, I built my own world for Star Wars called the Dark Universe. This year, I thought I'd start a new universe, a more fantasy-driven one that will incorporate fantasy, sci-fi, steampunk, and anything else I can think of. This map will grow and more will be added as I expand this universe, and we will meet the residents, myths, legends, and monsters of this strange faraway land. Welcome to Shambalshire. My name is Aaron, and you're watching Terrain by Aaron. Believe it or not, but all this junk will become a spaceship. Eventually. Just one thing that I need to do first, and that's release the sweets. Won't take long. Okay, so I edited down a good 5-minute clip of me trying to empty these bloody containers. And no, I am not going to taste this stuff because I've done it once in a video already, and it tastes horrible. Let's take the wrappers off and these containers will be ready for the spaceship. These are sweetener containers for coffee or tea, gifted to me by a viewer of the channel. Thank you very much. Which was a surprise because not much can be sent to me, just ask Spidermath, whose package was sent back to him, and that all contained 3D printed supports. Which is a nice little segue into how you can support the channel. Just by liking and leaving a comment, that helps with the YouTubery algorithm. Also, I've set up a members page where for €2 a month you get cool badges, priority replies, and see upcoming builds weeks in advance of release. But if you don't fancy that, just liking and subscribing and leaving a comment works for me. A quick little backstory to this build. Over the past couple of months, we've all probably seen a UAP video, drones in the sky, and that got me thinking about how the residents of Shambalshire would react to such a thing. The story is coming later on, so I won't spoil it for now. Let's talk about the building of the spaceship. So once I've prepped all my plastic bits, it's time to assemble. Firstly, I glue the sweeteners together. I'll use some thin plastic card to strengthen the bond underneath, and also do the same for the top. The cap from a drinks bottle will become the ship's engine. Because it's gappy at the back, I'll add some more plastic card before adding the drinks bottle top. I did not think that was going to fit properly then. Various lids are stuck down to make a dome, and one half of a Christmas bauble is added to make a cockpit or viewing area. These sweet containers are added next, and I just need to make a little hole so that the sweetener containers will fit into the barrels. 2 more juice lids are going to be cut down and used as the engines, and carefully attached to the back using super glue. 2 lids from deodorant bottles will be added to the front to act as nose cones. I'll cut down this useless bit of cable I've had lying around for years, and I'll attach them to the front of the spaceship. The wire that I cut off I'll use as, I don't know, something visual interest for the back of the spaceship. Okay, I realise I may have edited this out of order, but these are the bits that I just cut off being added to the front of the spaceship. They're probably laser beams or pew pew guns, something like that. This is why you never throw anything away. These 2 ring pulls that came from the 2 cans at the start that held the sweets, I'm going to cut down and stick to the spaceship. Some more cable is cut down and added. I just need a little pokey hole in that lid just to start the cable off with, and then just spritz everything to help it all stick into place. Before we go any further, it's code word time. If you got here before zapping to the glamour shots and want to leave a comment, use this code word at the start, middle or end so I know you watched, and the code word is probe. please also like and subscribe to the channel. Thank you. I bought this ruined farmhouse kit from Amazon and thought it would be perfect for this build. I've never built one of these before, so this will be my first time. Let's see how I get on. So the kit is off its sprues and there are no instructions, so I'm just going by the picture, and it took a while, so I'll just do a quick montage of me trying to build this ruined farmhouse. And the farmhouse is done and I need a base, so some XPS foam is needed. I'll glue this with PVA glue, as super glue would just eat into the foam. So while I do that, I'll do a quick shout out to the top subscribers who left funny comments. Keep them coming please. The more likes and comments helps the channel and makes what I do worthwhile. So since this build is all about first contact with space aliens, and I thought it would be fun to do some new residents of Shambalshire, the sheep army. First I need sheep, which I'll just make up using this model kit. By luck they have a gap at the top of their heads where the horns should go, but I'm leaving them off and you'll see the reason why very shortly. This kit is from Wargames Atlantic called Deathfields. I don't play the game, but noticed they had a lot of cool accessories, perfect for this project. They're French commandos, which will do just fine, and I'm just going to start chipping away at these little bits and pieces. I'll use the gap in the sheep's head to attach the commando's head and cover any other gaps with baking soda. So it looks something like this. I'm going to add some feet, so I'm going to take the legs off the back of the sheep and add some more human-like legs. Arms and weapons will be added next. Totally insane, but so much fun. And there you have one of the Shambalshire sheep army. Only about 5 or 6 more to do, so what I'll do is I'll tell you the story of the Shambalshire aliens while you just watch me build things. For hundreds of years, strange lights have appeared in the skies of Shambalshire. Many just thought it was the wizards, druids just doing their thing and got on with their own meandering life. Had anyone actually taken notice of these strange lights, they would have noticed that 1 or 2 villagers and possibly animals had been going missing over the years. Now, people going missing in Shambalshire wasn't really a big thing, since you could be buying carrots one moment, then being stabbed in the back the next, or even being enlisted in one of the many armies never to be seen again. So who was actually flying these spaceships that nobody ever noticed? Well, they were called the Plexonians, a race from a galaxy far, far away, hell-bent on splicing things together since their planet Plex was quickly dying up, their riches in the Plex mines dwindling. A group of Plexonians decided to travel the universe to start a perfect race that would be able to conquer a new planet that they then could just waltz in and take over. The Plexonians just stumbled across Shambalshire when the dome to the planet had been broken and they could visit this strange new world. They began small with rats, slowly splicing DNA with dogs, then dogs became horses, and so on, until they found sheep. Their plan was to enhance the sheep with bears, but while splicing the DNA, somehow human DNA had entered the mix. The Plexonian scientists pondered over this mishap and decided that what must have happened was a lonely commando must have somehow got cozy with a sheep one lonely night. This resulted in a half sheep, half human hybrid with super Shambalshire strength, but the brain of a sheep. With the experiment deemed a failure, they offloaded the sheep army in the Fear Forest and quickly left, vowing to never return to Shambalshire. So the said sheep army just amble around the ruined farmhouses as their programming was never finished, so all they do is eat grass, argue and sleep. They may look menacing, but they are as cute as cats and dumb as, well, sheep. They don't take a lot of looking after, not that any of the Shambalshire residents have found them yet. So my advice to you is, if you're ever in Fear Forest and stumble across the sheep army, give them a wide berth, don't look them in their eyes, and walk away quickly. So that's the story of the Shambalshire aliens. Let me know what you thought of the story in the comments. I'll leave you with a quick montage before the glamour shots. So that's all that's left for me to say is, if you're wanting to get hold of me, my email is in the description, and until next time, keep scratching that build everybody. Thanks for watching.